Hey folks, thanks for coming back. This is the next one in the series. I think I might have one or two more left before Iron Banner actually starts. I think I was thinking that I might go through to the 23rd, which is when Iron Banner started, at 4 or 5 o'clock. I think it probably is 5 o'clock in my time. I'm Eastern Standard Time. And this was just basically to show again how fire teams also apparently have a to hit advantage, and basically that goes to lag. And in my previous videos, there's somebody who's kind of trolling and saying, "Oh, that's not lag or whatever." But I mean, I'm pretty clearly showing that people are lagging, whether their movement is questionable or whether they're not receiving damage or whatever. So here we see somebody who walked right into it, like was crouching into a trip mine and somehow didn't get it. So here we're coming up on a time bent thing here. So here I'm actually undercover. So I have a wall in front of me. I'm throwing back, trying to get in touch with these guys. So right now I'm about 3 feet back on the wall, waiting for two players on the opposite team and we're able to actually shoot them. You see, as one of my teammates. Now I'm being shot and I'm behind cover. So this person appears, and I want you to pay attention to that. This person appears and is able to kill me within 2 frames. There's no heavy ammo. There's nothing like that going on here. So that's why I reported them. And of course, they're in a fire team, and they have their fire team settings set to open. So if you go to the left-hand side of the screen, it says fire team. If you open that up to public, then basically what you're doing is you're creating additional lag. It's latency that is created, and I've seen this happen. So now that Bungie is aware, you see how his weapon turned shimmering and fell to the ground. There was no death animation, but his weapon shimmered and fell to the ground. That is latency right there. So, and I try to give people the absolute best, the benefit of the doubt. But it's very easy to see that with fire teams you're having this kind of thing, and I think that the shimmering and disappearing character models after a kill or something like that, or near a kill. This actually happens sometimes before the kill is registered. Has to do with the Destiny, what do you call it? The damage referee, right? That there's some kind of like Destiny or Bungie. So that was what, 4 or 5 shots on the character model that didn't apply at all. And I've shot, and you'll see throughout this and previous videos or whatever that I have no problem shooting. So there's another one where I shot somebody. He went down only a quarter. Now I'm not that far away. That's mid range for a thorn, and if I hit anyone, he's going to get around 50 damage, and he had less than 50 health left. So that's another problem that I'm seeing. And that's why I use Thorn in these situations, is that Thorn does a specific amount of damage that I can easily equate to somebody's health bar. So let's say you have a +1 armor advantage or something like that because of the armor that you're taking or whatever. Generally speaking, it's about 200 health that you have. And if I do 50 damage to your health, then what's going to happen is you're going to go down a quarter. What I'm seeing a lot of the time here is that with really kind of strange results. So there you can see that I hit somebody, was able to hit them twice with a headshot, and they were done. That was it. They were done after 2 headshots. So it's 3 body shots, 2 headshots. This guy suddenly goes to the left. Like, just so you know, That doesn't happen. When you I have a Titan. I can set him up to Titan's Gate. I can set him up with the highest agility, and I don't within a frame appear 10 feet over in the game. But that's what he just did. So again, we're having the same thing where people who are lagging, even though they're showing green, their network gauges are green, they're still lagging, like horribly lagging. And you can go to Reddit and you can see that people are actually making a big deal of this because there's 2 shots that did not count. I'm not that horrible. One of those shots should have hit without a doubt. I mean, I have a extremely high KD comparatively. I'm in the top 10 or 15% of KD in Crucible on Destiny. And you're not going to tell me that I'm missing these shots just because somebody's moving, because I can hit somebody at that same distance 3 or 4 times. I'll hit them in the air, wherever they're going. So I love to hear that that I need to get better, because really the only people who need to tell me that I need to get better are MTash or what's his name, Datto, right? Who are literally like regularly at like 2.0, 3.0, 4.0 in specific match types. They don't even play six-person match types, and I'll tell you why, because it's exactly this kind of problem where you again, you'll see that death animation totally delayed. So he's able to hit me, even though I threw a grenade at him, able to kill me before my grenade kills him, and then his death animation is delayed afterwards, so that he jumps up in the air a half second or more after I shot him. So here you see, I'm able to get a headshot from that distance. So please don't tell me that I'm not able to hit somebody in the body running away or moving at that distance or further. So the reason I use Thorn is that there's a specific damage that it does. So it does about 54 in range. So I have Send It on my Thorn. I have
5 minutes remaining.
I think Send It and Perfect Balance are on the same upgrade node. So Send It instead of Perfect Balance, but I don't really need Perfect Balance. You don't, as with a hand cannon, you shouldn't really be looking for high speed connections unless you're maybe like the Last Word or something like that. But these people depend on their lag to carry them through, and that's why they act this way. That's why somebody is trying to shoot me with a sniper from like 5 feet away, because they're used to that actually being a thing. They're able to do that most of the time. Here we see somebody who's like playing essentially dodgeball with me, right? So I know that he's to my left. I know that he's close by because of the radar. I know that I should making a turn. I have a 7, so he's hit me once now. You see that? So I believe he's got a pulse rifle, and I come in and I shoot with him inside my reticle. So he's inside my reticle. The animation shows that I shot away from him, even though he's inside, because I have a rangefinder, but it should still be able to hit him in that time, and then I end up meleeing him, but he's able to melee me in the second time. But you'll actually see that he's able to bring me down from about 2/3 health to almost 10% health with one shot, and that's just not possible. Even if he hit me all 3 headshots, it would not have brought me down that far. But that's what lagging does. So of course I'm going to report him. And people can get upset about it or not get upset about it. But a pulse rifle, no pulse rifle, brings you down 2/3 health in one headshot pulse. So you've got to hit basically all 3 of those shots have to hit me in the head, and they'll bring me down I think it's like about 75 points, something around there, maybe a little less actually. So close to 50 points. Again, this is another shot that was not registered, even though I shot in the exact same area. So fine, whatever. He was able to shoot my trip mine from behind a rock. So I'm not sure how that went. But if you look at it, he again shoots me once, and I go down a huge amount of time, a huge amount of health. And you know, if I'd been using Mida multi-tool and using, you know, and been getting critical hits at that time, the guy would have been able to just walk away. He's hitting me without getting, you know, I've used Mida multi-tool many times in this situation, and what happens is no rock back animation hits. So even though Mida multi-tool hits like you know, like gosh, I think high caliber rounds, so it's supposed to rock you back every time you get hit. This doesn't happen with a lot of people. It doesn't matter, and these are basically laggers who don't show that animation, are able to kill you before you're able to even zoom in on them, to be able to bring your reticle to bear on them. So, and you should be able to see towards the end here that the person that I've been reporting this time, I can't remember his name, was actually lagging during the time. So bad connection, pure. But there you go. Sure Sharpshooter has been yellow this entire time, even though he's been showing green the entire match. That